In this video, we will be looking at making and receiving individual and group calls on the DN495 LTE radio. Firstly, changing groups. Before you make a group call, you need to ensure you have the correct group selected. There are two ways to change groups, or channels as they can also be called. Option 1. Rotate the control on the top of the radio clockwise or anti-clockwise to change groups. A beep will confirm you have successfully selected the group. Option 2. A group can be selected from the group contact list. To do this, press the left-hand soft key below the display, which will bring up the group list. Use the navigation keys or the rotary control on top of the radio to scroll through the list. Note that the number of active users in each group will also be displayed. When the arrow is opposite the desired group, press the tick button to select and enter that group. Unlike in the first option, the radio does not move to any group until the tick button has been pressed. Calling a group. After switching on, the DN radio will display the home screen showing the currently selected group. The number in brackets next to the group name is the number of active users in the group, including your radio. To initiate a group call, press the PTT button on the side of your radio. When the call is started, the radio will beep once and the red TX will light to indicate you are transmitting. Please wait for the beep before starting to talk. After you have finished talking, release the PTT button and the radio will return to the home screen waiting a response. Receiving a group call. When receiving a group call, the green LED will light and the display will show the group name in the upper right and the alias of who is calling in the lower left of the screen. Adjust the volume for the desired audio level. Temporary group calling. Rather than selecting a group and then having to reselect your normal group after the call has ended, you can make a temporary group call. Navigate to a group in the group contact list and press PTT to call that group. When the conversation has ended, press the left soft key to exit the group contact list and return to your normal group. Group scanning. In addition to the selected group, 2 or more groups can be monitored or scanned in the background. This can be useful to monitor your normal group whilst on a different group, or to monitor another specific group or groups. To add a group to be monitored, navigate to a group in the group contact list. Then press the middle soft key to select it. Multiple groups can be selected at the same time. Monitored groups are indicated by the speaker symbol to the left of the group name. To return to the home screen, press the left-hand soft key. To deselect a group from being monitored, follow the steps above using the middle soft key to toggle Group Monitor off. When receiving a group call from a group that is being monitored rather than a selected group, the radio will stay on that group while it is active, but after a few seconds of inactivity, the radio will revert to its selected group. This is known as the hang time, during which a countdown timer is shown on the display. Individual calling. Individual calling has to be enabled by your dealer, and there are 2 types of individual call. Firstly, polite. A polite individual call is like ringing a phone and waiting for someone to answer before the conversation can start. An impolite call. This is the same as a normal 2-way radio call. Just press the push to talk and verbally call the other user. Polite individual calling. Sending. Individual calls can be initiated to any user regardless of which group the recipient is active in. Press the middle soft key to display the user contact list. Only active users can be called, identified by the bold white icon on the left. To initiate a polite individual call, scroll to an active user and then press the middle soft key or the green call key. When the incoming call is accepted by the recipient, both radios are connected and communicate via the PTT button. The call will stay active between the 2 radios until one party ends the call by pressing the red call key or the dealer-programmed call active timer has expired. Receiving. When receiving a polite individual call, the radio will ring like a phone and the display will show the alias of the caller. Press the green answer button to accept the call or simply press PTT to reply. Press the red call button or the right-hand soft key to reject the call. Impolite individual calling. Sending. As before, scroll to a user from the contact list, but rather than pressing the middle soft key, press the PTT button to talk. With direct calls, a timer is automatically active, which will clear the call if neither party responds within the hang time period. The hang timer is shown as a countdown clock on the display of both sending and receiving radios. Receiving. Direct impolite calls are received like group calls. The display will show the alias of who is calling while they are transmitting. After expiry of the hang timer or by pressing the right-hand soft key, the call will be ended and the radio will return to the currently selected group. Temporary contact. An individual contact can be temporarily assigned as the default contact on the home screen, replacing the group call. From the contact list, scroll to the desired contact and then press the tick button. Now, a polite or impolite call can easily be made by pressing the PTT or the green call button respectively. The radio will automatically exit this mode after 5 minutes, when another group or user is selected, or the radio is switched off and on again.